What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Coco here, back with another banger for y'all boys today. And today we're gonna be acting today. The PS5 is a waste of time and money, but it's just key, man. Oh, spicy take, man, spicy take. Y'all boy enjoy the type of content. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, man. Help us out, man. Without further ado, man, let's hop right into it. Let's see what it's just keep talking about, man. I like the video. Let's get right into it, man. Let's jump.
Sony's already working on the PS6, and I feel like that just confirms that the PS5 was straight filler. No way these niggas are releasing another console when they haven't even done anything with this one. We just got majority of the PlayStation.
Ooh, we starting out spicy. I already agree with that shit. Like, most of these, not a lot of first party games came out for the PS5 long life cycle. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not to mention that with the 12 canceled live service games, just like, what are we doing, Sony? So I definitely agree with that on that front for sure. For sure.
Community on the PS5 not even a month ago, and they're already trying to release a new console. And the worst part, you can't even blame niggas for waiting so long to upgrade, because this upgrade ain't even an upgrade. Got my PS5 and wanted my PS4 back 2 days later, gang. Felt like
you. It's funny because when we first got our PS5s back in 2021, mind you, when I first got my PS5, I had to buy from somebody else because there was none available in the stores. So when we eventually did get our PS5, it wasn't next to no first party games coming out. He was like, and one of my homies, he said, I didn't buy my PS5 to play PS4 games. And 5 years later, I'm like, that's basically what the PS5 is. If you already didn't play, people didn't already play most of the PS4 library. What, Death Stranding 2? God of War Ragnarok released on the PS4. I can't think of really no first party games that came to PS5 besides maybe Astrobot. I don't know when Wolverine coming out. Granted, you don't buy a console for exclusives, you know what I'm saying? But the PS5 to me is just basically a third party machine. You know, Fortnite, 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, and next year GTA 6. Like, that's what people buy consoles for. But it's crazy, dog. It's crazy.
I threw away a steak just to eat a pig head on some stupid shit. The PS5 is in my top 3 worst consoles of all time. And I had a Woo, nigga. Not a Wii, a Woo. I don't think there is a single reason to buy this console over the PS4 besides graphics. Some people will bring up performance, but when was the last time the PS5 had a game that the PS4 couldn't run? I hear some people talking about it can't
Yeah, you can make the argument, better graphics, better performance, but as time goes on, that's why I fully switched to PC. I barely turn my PS5 on now. I can't even tell y'all when the last time I turned on my PS5. That's the reason I sold my Xbox too, because all my Xbox games on PC, shit, they're all the games you can play on PS5, then on PC, emulatable. Not to mention that, you know, PlayStation make it so hard to where you can't even, you know, play PS3, PS2 games except on that they lame PlayStation Plus service, and that's trash to me. So, it's getting rough. It's getting rough.
handle Unreal Engine 5. It can handle the finals, and that game was made in Unreal Engine 5. And it could handle Marvel Rivals if they just optimized their game. This is one of the reasons it kind of just doesn't make any sense for you to make your game a current gen exclusive only, especially because the last generation can still handle your games. Like, look at Valorant, for example.
To me, the PS4 is holding gaming back because we constantly making games that can run on PS4 and Xbox One. Granted, I know it's just an audience on there, and I know, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to reach out to those players. From a business standpoint, I understand completely, you know what I'm saying. PlayStation and Xbox gonna do what they gotta do to make their money, right? But as far as like the PS4, trying to make games that still run on the PS4, that's what's holding gaming back. I don't feel like these games now are using the full power of the PS5 and the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough, man. It's tough. Usually people would have upgraded by now. You know what I'm saying? And I think this year it's finally more PS5s than PS4 down the wild. But man, it's kind of a tough situation if you think about it. So.
Why is it not on the PS4 and Xbox One? With last gen still being able to run these games and over 40% of the community being on last gen, it just doesn't make any sense for you to make your games a current gen exclusive. And this is probably the biggest reason why the PS5 is considered filler, because it has no exclusives. When you compare the exclusives of both games in the first 4 years, it's not even close. Like the PS5 has 3 exclusives in 4 years.
I forgot about Spider-Man 2 and Stellar Blade because they on PC now, so they're not even exclusive no more. And for people that's saying Sony's not a third-party publisher, if you publish games on any other platform, that makes you a third party. Sorry, Sony fanboys that be on Twitter more than they play games. Sorry to break the reality to you. But yeah, it's crazy.
Years. But Key, I hear you say
that doesn't matter. The era of exclusives is ending. Sony is putting their exclusives on PC, and then Xbox is gonna have Steam integrated into it. The era of exclusives are over.
And yeah, you might be right, but what about the other 9 million reasons this console is dog shit? With one of the bigger ones being controller prices. You could get a PS4, PS5 shaped PS4 controller with Hall effect thumbsticks and back buttons with USB-C charging for like $30. But just one normal base PS5 controller costs double that. And if you want all the—
I agree. This motherfucker right here was $70. Cause I always buy another controller when I get a PS5 and I barely touch it. I was mad as hell. That's the price of a new game. $70, almost $80 for a controller is crazy.
that other stuff, it's gonna cost you 8 times. That does not sound right. Yeah, I'm not using that. It's gonna cost you 8 times the more money. You get the point, it's way more expensive. And the worst part about it, the only good parts about this controller is its shape and USB-C charging. All software besides the fucking mute button on this microphone is complete dog shit. Adaptive feedback triggers are annoying as hell and they're just speedrunning arthritis.
Not to mention the stick drift on the controllers too, bro. I promise you I used my first controller for like a good month maybe and I already had stick drift. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
They would have been good if they acted almost like trigger stops, or there was a setting to put them as trigger stops, but they don't, so they're shit. And their normal haptic feedback is also trash because no one wants their controller shaking when they're trying to play the game. This is not VR. It is not immersing. It is annoying. I have never met someone who didn't turn this off. Oh, and the other stuff?
I definitely turned that shit off. That's the first thing I did. It was turn that shit off. I'm not even gonna lie. He's spitting right here. No bullshit.
Features, I don't fucking know what they are because they're useless as shit. And on top of that, their joystick design is 20 years old, constantly causing stick drift. And the mic, oh my god, the mic is so horrible. Like, listen to this.
And don't think I don't like PlayStation, guys. Like, don't think, oh, you just hating on PlayStation. I had a PS4, I had a PSP. Like, come on, I had a PS3. I just got tired of what these corporations was doing as far as, you know, games, overpricing games and shit like that. That's why I mainly moved to PC to have the most an open platform, mods. There's not even that type of video, but if you thinking about getting a PS5, a PS6, just get a PC, dog. Not to mention the price of the PS5 Pro is $750. You in PC range now, my guy. Like, why would you spend all that money to be in a closed ecosystem? So what, you can put that same amount of money into a nice little PC to play every PlayStation game. You know what I'm saying? Every backwards compatibility PlayStation game. PS1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 games on Steam. It's not even that type of video, but if I had to recommend you the PS5 Pro over a PC, get the PC. And if you want to, you can still use your PlayStation controller in your PC. You can be able to use any controller you want to. I just prefer the Xbox controller. Just to me, it's better. So.
I am tapping on a wall across the room and fucking whispering, and it's still picking me up. That noise you're hearing is my PC, and it's quiet as fuck.
like any other microphone.
This microphone is borderline unusable and would be unusable if it wasn't for the fact that the mute button was built into the controller. Every time my friend uses this microphone, he has to mute and unmute only when talking is absolutely necessary because this mic is so shit. This one might be a personal gripe, but the area where the mic port is so fragile. Like one day I stood up with the mic still plugged in and it just fell apart.
But wait! There's more!
Graphics and performance are literally the only reason you would buy the PS5, and they don't even do that properly. They don't give you enough storage, so half the time you end up having to download the PS4 version of games, giving up the graphics upgrade that the PS5
Shit, $10 upgrades for games too. That's a scam too. Man.
is supposed to provide you. This console feels like the PS4 Pro with a bunch of extra useless shit stacked on top of it. And with how loud this shit gets when you're trying to play Marvel Rivals, you'll think that this bitch is trying to scare off a brown bear, bro. Just running this damn game increases my room temperature by at least 15 degrees. Like this bitch could be a heater in a pinch. And with this heat, like the game's...
I remember one day I was playing Final Fantasy 16. Granted, I was playing for a minute. I had the day off, so I was fiending. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, my shit just crashed. Wow, thank God for autosave, because I would have been pissed though. I'm glad it wasn't in the middle of no boss fight or nothing, but man, when I felt the back of that motherfucker, it was hot. It was hot. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. I think that was last year, right before because all I needed in this PC that I have now was a new GPU, so once I upgraded this shit, that was the end all be all.
It's constantly overheating whenever I try to play Rivals. There's just no way that GTA 6 is running on the PS5. Either they're stalling for the next generation or...
Yeah, that and don't think GTA 6 is gonna run in 60 frames per second. It's not. They're gonna up the graphic fidelity to 1440p and that shit's gonna run at 30 frames. A solid 30 frames, maybe, and that shit might dip. It's looking scary. Whenever I bring up a PC argument, people always tend to bring up, you can't play GTA 6, day one. And it's like, first of all, that's a third-party game. Second of all, we get the better PC port. We get the better version of the game the year after, and we get online when it drops. So, what, you already waited 13 years for GTA 6 plus another year. And you know why they do that? It's just so the people that played on console can double dip about the game again. Not a bad strategy, honestly.
this shit is gonna be a terrorist attack. And this is honestly one of the smaller things, but I don't give a fuck. Why did they take away the internet browser? There was just no reason to do that. It was very convenient. I know you can still...
And the custom wallpapers, bro. You used to be able to change your wallpaper on the PS4, bro. You can't change your shit on the PS5 no more. Then they gave us them special anniversary PlayStation wallpapers. Then they took them bitches away. Like, damn. Can't customize a wallpaper? Y'all charge all this shit. Y'all already charging to play y'all games online. We can't have no custom wallpaper? Shit crazy.
Access to internet, but it just isn't the same. And then these niggas had the fucking gall, bro. The audacity to take away the disk drive. Niggas that sold us half a console and said the other half's a DLC, you gotta pay for that too. And then made that shit our only option. Not only...
That shit crazy that you gotta buy a disk drive for another damn near $100. For the Pro version too. Nah, the PS5 Pro, I don't think you can buy no disk drive for. Or you can, I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments below. That shit crazy. So you paying damn near $800 for just the console. No, $800, damn near $900. Not to mention you gotta pay for online. You gotta get PlayStation Plus. Damn, I know people gonna want another controller. That's $1,000.
Only is this the only console to be sold at cost. Everything involving this damn console is expensive as shit. I have to pay $80 to $150 for a disk drive, something that has came for free with every PlayStation console ever. And now there's all this talk about us not owning any games that we've bought online, and yeah, we've never owned any games that we bought online. They've always been licensed, but it wasn't until the crew shut down when we realized we could actually lose games over this. And with digital PS5s being the only ones that Sony sells now, a lot of people have been buying digital games for the past 4 years.
Damn. Shit crazy, bro.
Because they don't have a disk drive. I'm just saying this doesn't seem as random as everyone thinks it is, bro. But this is kind of...
Man, if y'all enjoyed this type of content, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all take care, man.